Okie dokie, let's continue on through my Pokemon Egglocke. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. This is Areas 13 with part 2 of the Egglocke for Pokemon Shield. I changed up my overlay a little bit and I think it looks really good. Last time on Pokemon Egglocke, I caught 3 different Pokemon, one for the starter, one for the Route 1 and one for Route 2. Now I'm going to continue on through the game. So the start is, I believe we're supposed to go to the station, right? Yeah. Yeah. This is correct. Let's go on an adventure. This should be fun. We should be able to pick up at least 1 or 2 Pokemon in the wild area. Ooh, and TM Swift. Very nice. Very, very nice. I love that. We got some people here who are gonna, oh, and my mom, that's cool. Mom telling us all about the wildlands. This is such a cool section of Pokemon. Like when I played the wildlands or the wild area in Pokemon Sword for the first time, it was absolutely amazing. I was like dumbfounded at how cool it was. It was super great. I actually think it's really cool. I just wish we had more, to be honest. Like with more wildlands, more power. I think it's lots of fun to have access to all these different dens and stuff. I don't know how I feel about shiny den raiding in the 3-skip method, but I do think overall it's a fun mechanic to the game. It's a great way to get experience candies, which we needed other ways to get experience for our Pokemon that wasn't battling all of the time, because it can get kind of grindy, which is fine, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing. But like for people who just want to hang out with their buddies and level their Pokemon at the same time, this is the best way to do it, I think. So that's super cool. When I do Nuzlocke of this game, I usually grab the Pikachu and the Eevee from this couple, but I'm not going to today because I think it's kind of like cheating, maybe for the Egglocke purposes anyways. I don't think it's quite fair, TBH. Ooh, look how beautiful the wild area is. I'm not going to spend too much time here. I'm going to collect, I think, 1 or 2 Pokemon and then I'm going to move on. It should be fun. There's at least a few areas that I can try to catch Pokemon, and I like to save them for later. I feel like a little bit later we'll have issues. So in every time I've Nuzlocked this game on Twitch, I would end up with some fatalities against some of the later gym leaders. So having some Pokemon available to me later in the game is a good plan, I think. Maybe not. What do you guys think? Should I catch as many Pokemon as I can right now, which for you guys will be probably already be a little bit further in the game by the time you get this message or question? Because I intend to do more of these, so I don't know, we'll see. Let's go. I just know from experience that later in the game is a great, terrible area. I am excited to use my first time ever shiny Riftloom. This is really cool. I've never I don't think I've actually played with a drift loom in a game that was on purpose. So this is cool for me. So let's, I think we can catch a Pokemon here. Which it doesn't really matter what it is because we're going to switch it off with an egg and that'll be fine. It will be fine. Ooh, look at this. I love that this guy's shiny. He's not going to be the favorite at all. Now since I realized what's been happening, I realized that someone spent hours shiny hunting shiny Drifloon. They must have saved it before each egg hatch, or at least each 5 egg hatches. And with that being said, ended up, you know, they hatched it and then they traded it to me as an egg. How much dedication, how crazy is that? Like, that's, thank you so much, viewers, my friends. That was so thoughtful. Like, I don't know if I would have done all that, to be honest. Oh, I killed that Pokemon. So I need to stop talking. That means we're not catching a Pokemon for this area. My bad. I'm gonna not do that again. So waste, this is a different area. Let's catch a Pokemon. Oops. Areas. Yo, this talking thing is different because I need to rely on Lotad's water Pokemon. I'm scared. I need to rely less, like, on when I stream on Twitch, I have a Twitch chat, right? It'll take to bounce off of. So when I'm talking on YouTube, I need to like spend more time monologuing and, like, you know, just talking. And it's really different, to be honest. It's really, really different. And it's easy for me to get lost in thought when I'm sitting here talking about what I'm thinking about. And because of that, I just messed up real bad. Ooh, that's not good. It's a good thing I got a couple of potions. It's a good thing I have a couple of potions. But if you guys think this overlay is better than the other one, please let me know in the chat or in the comments below, lol. Because I think this is better. I eliminated some of the oopsies from my previous one, and I think this is really good. Although it might not be from everybody else's perspective. So let's please let me know. I'm gonna learn from this and I'm gonna get your guys' feedback. Shoot. And we're gonna do better. Okay, let's heal up again. Yo, this guy is caking my butt, this Lotad. I don't like this at all. This is horrible. This is horrible. And it's healing. Oof. See, this is the cool part about Nuzlocke, or Egglocke in this instance, is that, like, it's so much more challenging. Let's do. Like, you have to think of different things to play out here. So because I can't use that move over and over again, I need to use Sound and then heal. Let's try another Pokeball. If I catch this, then I don't have to worry about dying anymore. Come on, dude, just get the ball. I'm terrified. Ugh, let's go. Dude. Let's tackle again. It's really tricky to play Egglocks because if my Pokemon faints, then it dies and I can't use it anymore. Come on, get in the ball, dude. Like, I have to play extra carefully, and I'm just, you know, we got lots of Pokeballs. Let's use Pokeball. I don't want to lose my Pokemon. They mean so much to me, though, especially because they were made by viewers. It's like an added level of caring. All right, Pokemon number 4 is caught, which is super cool. Let's get rid of focus energy. Yeah. So now what I got to do is you guys know the drill. I'm going to take a second after this fight. I'm going to trade over one of my eggs at random. Hopefully it's somebody's that watches this video, and we'll hatch a new Pokemon, and I'll be right back with that new Pokemon, and it should be lots of fun. So see you soon. Okay, and we're back. It's now on the overlay. It's gonna look super cute. There. I'm thinking I'm gonna hatch one more Pokemon in the wild area, probably. Because it will round out our team rather nice. I'm not gonna go out of my way to find a Pokemon in the wild area. If I run into an area that has access to a Pokemon, then I'll catch one there, as long as it has a different name. And so that's how I'm gonna do this. I think it makes a lot of sense. See, East Lake Axwell is new. I'm gonna catch a Pokemon here only because it's on my way, right? Like I can't really avoid it. We'll come here, we'll catch a Pokemon, and it'll be fine. This guy's fighting. I don't think he affects me because I think he's too weak. I don't think he can do it. I wish I had fire though. I think Gust will do well. Flying beats fighting, right? Here we go. Okay, cool. Now I'm kind of concerned, so I'm just gonna throw a Pokeball right now. Throwing a Pokeball here is really, really good, I think. I obviously can't use Gust again, else I'll kill it, and that would suck. That would suck major sucky. All right, well, looks like we got to do the egg thing again. Hopefully we get something that's not fire related. We have 2 fire Pokemon and 2 ghost Pokemon. It's actually beginning to concern me that my team is very susceptible to water and psychic. Oh look, the hatching Pokemon, finally. This is our 5th Pokemon, and I'm really hoping it's not another ghost. Come on, something like water or... What type is this Pokemon? I don't even know. I don't even know what type of Koufant is. But this is a cute enough Pokemon, I think. Just excuse me while I train this Pokemon up a little bit, and while I get the picture to put on the overlay. So I'll be right back, and then we're going to continue the storyline. It's going to be lots of fun. Let's do it. This is probably good enough for the training. I'm totally done training for now. Let's keep going to... Is this Motor Stoke? It was a really interesting way to introduce us to the wildlands though, eh? Like making it so that way we have to... Our train get broken down, then go through there to get to here. It's pretty sweet. I thought it was really cute. This game, I think this game is so good, to be honest, and I know that it might come off as a bit fanboy, and that's okay because I'm wearing a Pokemon hat. I am a bit of a Pokemon fanboy, but liking things doesn't mean that you're not reasonable. I mean, sometimes maybe. While I was training up my Pokemon, I kind of required a heal. I took some damage. I almost fainted, which would have sucked really badly. Imagine losing a Pokemon mid faint or mid training session in between sessions. That would have been really sad, but I would have lived up to it, by the way. If I was stupid enough to get my Pokemon to die mid training session, I would get rid of it and not use it anymore. It's just the kind of guy that I am. Actually, it was really funny. The other day I was Nuzlocking a Pokemon Crystal, and I was training, and I was at like 4 HP. And I knew I should probably heal, but I was like, I'm good. And chat was like, hey Aries, maybe don't be a dummy and go heal. And I was like, don't tell me what to do, chat. I'm my own man. I could do what I want. And they were like, okay. And then I died. And then that Pokemon died. And it was actually really sad because it was my Hoot Hoot. And Hoot Hoot is a flying Pokemon, which makes it particularly effective against Bugsy. And let me tell you, Bugsy was quite the challenge. And then on top of that, the rival absolutely decimated my team, and I was only down to my starter. So on that Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke, we having a hard time. We definitely having a hard time. Hopefully we can improve that Nuzlocke and maybe get some new Pokemon, train them up a bit, and get going. But such is life. Such is life. So a really funny thing is all the stuff I do off screen is really, it's weird to think that that's not going to be part of the video, because so we've been recording now for about 41 minutes, and it's interesting because I bet you this episode isn't even very long at this point, like 10 minutes or something. So I'm like, it's pretty interesting how video editing works, because as a streamer you don't have access to that. Every mistake that you make, everything that you do when you're live streaming is out there for everybody to make clips of, lol, and highlights, which they do. It's really embarrassing, to be honest. But when you come to YouTube, this stuff like training and this boring stuff like hatching the egg, I can edit it out, and that's the cool part in my opinion about YouTube, is that you can make a more polished product. You can make a better, more entertaining 20 minutes than like, so like 20 minutes of YouTube is not the same amount of value and entertainment as 20 minutes of Twitch streaming. There's no way. It's different, and that's why I'm having fun multitasking and learning a new skill. Some people are like, Arius, why don't you just use your Twitch highlights and put them on YouTube? And I'm like, because when I've done that in the past, nobody's ever cared. Nobody's wanted to watch that stuff. I find like YouTube viewers like to watch content made for YouTube, and Twitch likes to watch Twitch. You know what I mean? I think for sure that backwards. So Twitch watching a YouTube video is like, as long as you're engaging at the same time with your audience, it's fine. But like, if I'm sitting here and I have all these like alerts, like, woo, thanks for the follow, ooh, thanks for the host, ooh, thanks for the everything, it really messes with the feel of the video. It really messes with the playthrough. It really messes, and it's not good. It's very imposing, I think. So that's why I switched up my overlay. I removed alerts, by the way, so if anybody does subscribe or anything, we'll never know. We'll make 13 our number because I am Aries 13. We'll never know. So excellent. Basically, it will be unintrusive. Do we change into our clothes right now? Let's change. All right, I guess not. Marnie, you cutie. Marnie is a cutie patootie. I think we're supposed to go to Betty bed and come back tomorrow. I hope. Let's go. Don't forget to talk to Ball Guy. We need to talk to Ball Guy. We're missing out on balls. You guys know how much I love balls. Pokeballs, that is. In fact, some people might be seeing me for the first time. You guys might not know, but I'm in a very committed relationship with my girlfriend. Her name is Miss Arius. No, her name's not Miss Arius, but she goes by Miss Arius online, and we've been together for 8 years. So if you're thinking, yo, Arius, you're so beautiful, will you date me? The answer is probably not. No. Just I'm that's actually been a running joke on my Twitch channel in my frequently asked questions. I'm not that conceited. I don't think I'm like particularly attractive or anything. I just think it's really funny. Really funny, basically. Lol. So, yeah, that's another thing. Is anybody playing any new games? Are you guys all just playing Pokemon? I play lots of Pokemon. I actually tried out some more Mega Man Zero since the last time I talked to you guys. Mega Man Zero. I beat the first Mega Man Zero and I started Mega Man Zero 2. That's lots of fun. And I actually, so beating Mega Man Zero 1 puts me into Mega Man Zero 2, and Mega Man Zero 2, I don't think I've ever actually played it before. So this is like my first time with a brand new Mega Man Zero game. So that's fun. I'm still waiting for that Animal Crossing. We got 19 days for that. 19 days on Animal Crossing is much hype. much hype. I'm so excited. Is anybody else excited about Animal Crossing? Is anybody else gonna buy it? Does anybody want to come visit my village when I make a village and play on stream? Because that'd be lots of fun. If you do, make sure you come check out my exclamation mark. Wait, no, that's not Twitch. In the comments, in the description below, I will link my Twitch account. If you do think that's something you might want to do later, make sure you come follow and hang out. We're gonna have lots of fun crossing animals. So one of the things people tell me in previous videos and on YouTube is the fact that my boy Aries here, he doesn't smile that much. Is dark super effective against me? I think it is. So let's go with normal, because normal will be good against this guy. And oh, fairy doesn't actually have him. It's not a fairy move. That sucks. That's fine. Let's be Minchino out there. They say, oh, Aries, you don't smile enough. And I'm like, I tried. It's just I'm not a natural born smiler. I actually once upon a time was. I used to smile all the time. But my IRL name, and I'll tell you, is it's Miles. It's Miles. And long story short, I was called Smiley Miley or Smiles Miles or some combination of these words, and I would hate it, and it would bother me to the point where I was like so annoyed. I actually ended up calling this person who is an adult named Patty. I called her Fatty Patty because she wouldn't respect my authority. No, because I asked her nicely to stop calling me Smiles Miles, so I ended up calling her Fatty Patty, which as an adult I look back and I'm like, wow, Aries, that's such a mean thing to say to someone. Why the heck would you ever say that? That's horrible, and I do regret it. So Fatty Patty, if you're watching right now, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Lol. Yeah, so back to the smile thing. Fun fact, tomorrow, which isn't going to be tomorrow from when you guys watch this video, by the time you watch this video, it's going to be back in time. Yo, time is hard. It's weird not being live. But I'm getting a mold made of my mouth, so I will be starting to wear braces, or like Invisalign braces, and it's gonna be lots of fun. Lots and lots of fun. So my teeth are gonna be beautiful, and then I'm gonna be more likely to smile. Apparently smiling makes your life easier and better. Like if you're having a hard day, forcing yourself to smile will actually improve the way you feel, even if you don't want to. And one of the things I'm working on this year that's very important to me is my being positive and being better, because I think it's too easy to be negative. It's too easy to be negative. Yo, this guy's not very strong at all. He just get owned. So one of the fun parts about being in an Egglocke, where I've never used some of these Pokemon before, I need to go find out for the first time how some of these guys evolve. I definitely caught the evolved form of Kufant in my playthrough, so that way I can keep my Pokedex, and that's how I've been like shiny hunting in Pokemon Sword. But I have no idea what level or if it needs items or anything like that. And same with Minchino here. I think Minchino evolves. I'm not even 100 on that one. I know Drifloom evolves into a Pokemon that eventually evolves into Chandelier. I think Chandelier requires a stone. If you guys know, can you please let me know in the comments below? Oh man, because that'll make my life super easy. I would love to know, so that way next time I can keep up with that. I want to plan for it. If I can evolve it, then I think ideally the sooner than later. Actually, that's not always true. One of the important things to know is when you're evolving Pokemon that use stones, they sometimes when you evolve them, they don't go back and learn the moves. So I don't know, it looks like it's been resolved in this game that like if I evolve it, I can go to like one of the move relearners, and because they're everywhere, literally in every Pokemon Center, I can and should be able to if I evolve it, go back and learn any moves that it would miss. And that's pretty cool. That's super cool. Even super cool. I love battling in this game. It's so much fun. Speaking of battling in Pokemon and fun, have you guys tried Temtem? I still have not tried Temtem. When it first came out, I hear that it was questionable, but at this point in time, I'm like, if you guys are having fun with Pokemon, Pokemon Temtem, Pokemon 2.0, lol. Let me know. I definitely haven't. I would like to try it. I haven't had a chance because like I love Pokemon. Like, do I need another game that's Pokemon to scratch the same itch? I don't think so. I play Pokemon like 5 days a week. Even on my days off of streaming, like I still play Pokemon. I just love Pokemon so much. Hashtag fanboy. Hashtag fanboy. Oh, come on. Just, dude. Wooloo. Get him. Thank you, Wooloo. I like Wooloo, but I feel like I'd rather have Mareep in this game. Mareep is the true sheep, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Mareep is such a great Pokemon. It's actually one of my biggest disappointments about Pokemon Crystal is that I can't get Mareep in my Nuzlocke. Because it's not in Pokemon Crystal. I didn't know that until the last time I played it, and one of the viewers were like, hey Arius, you can't get it there, stop asking. And I was like, wham. I was like, oh heck, basically. And that was sad. Yo, Hex is a really good move. I like it a lot. 65 damage is a ghost move. What does Astonish do? The user attacks the target while shouting in a smells to make the flinch. I'm gonna go with Hex instead of Astonish. I think seems better. Removing status buffs are actually super awesome. Just for the record, like it's actually super amazing. I don't care about double team. Get out of here. In a Nuzlocke, if a Pokemon gets really powerful, like based on its base stats, there's no coming back from that. So having Hex on this Pokemon might be super useful. My biggest concern right now is those Dynamax battles. Whenever you Dynamax against a Pokemon, Marnie, you're so adorable. Whenever you Dynamax against a Pokemon, it's terrifying. And when a Pokemon Dynamaxes against you, it's horrible. Even worse is, yo, I would totally buy that blanket or the poster. Is there a spot online where I can buy this poster IRL? This Arius might be weirded out by it, but whatever. Dynamax, like I was saying, Dynamax Pokemon, oh man, they're terrifying. They could own you, so you really have to play against them. Team Yell, gotta say I don't feel it. Team Yell is kind of questionable. They're boring. I think that they're very unobtrusive, which is nice because there's that, but there is no enemy team in this game and it seems odd. I would rather have an enemy team, to be honest. I would much rather have an area where I have to take down the bad guys. And I know we get at the end of the game, we get to deal with Mr. Rose or whatever, our Chairman Rose, but it's questionable that I want to infiltrate the team and mess them around, even if it's an optional side quest. That'd be really cool too. Like, instead of like in Pokemon Gold and Silver or Crystal, like in the game corner and stuff. Is it? Anyways, no, that's in Pokemon Red and Blue and Green. So if in Yellow, instead of like, if that could be an optional quest instead of a main thing that you have to do, that'd be super cool. I feel like there's not enough side quests in these Pokemon games. And you're like, but you could just catch them all and there's a million things to do. And I'm like, that's true. I think I spoke to you already, but like, I think side quests are very valuable and I don't think I want to pay for side quests. The DLCs are kind of like side quests, I suppose. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's change into our sweet new uniform. What I should do is buy some clothes. What clothes do you want me to buy? I'm not entirely sure what clothes I want to wear next time I do play this, but like, what kind of outfits do you think are the best? in this game. I only use the one outfit in Pokemon Sword. It's like the Tron looking outfit. It's pretty cool. Ooh, cutscene. Arius, shush. What? Speaking of Chairman Rose. Sorry, I'm fine. Can I have voiceovers, please, Nintendo? It's 2020, guys. Let's get. I mean, it's cool that the cutscenes are so good now, but also voices, please. I do like how hype the gym challenge is in this game. Like it's a refreshing return to form after Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and Sun and Moon's scenario. Their whole like, what are they called? Z crystals? Getting the Z crystals as a way of beating them, and then the kahunas. I don't know. That was okay. I thought it was fine. But I like my badges. I like my badges a lot. They're really, really good. Big fan. Big fan of badges. I was spooked by Z crystals in the totem Pokemon. They were savage. Totem Pokemon were really hard. In Nuzlocke, I got owned by totem Pokemon. Yo, Nessa Bay, how's it going? How's it going? These gym leaders are pretty cool, I won't lie. I mean, Opal's super attractive, but other than that, oh, that's not who I'm used to. In Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, in case you didn't know this, the ice gym leader is different, or I think it's ice. And then there's also that boy, I think was a different guy. Ash, I don't remember his name. The little boy with the mask. I don't remember him from Pokemon Sword either. Everybody else is there. So there's two different gyms that count in Sword and two different gyms that count in Shield, and that's pretty cool, in my opinion, that they did that. It's really neat. Everyone was like super hyped though. They were like 16 gyms because there was going to be like gym tier A and gym tier B or whatever. So they thought, yo, Pokemon Sword and Shield are going to be the best since Johto. That's not how it worked. I wish in this game you could fight those other two gyms later, go back to them and fight them, or like raise them up to like official gym status. That would have been cool. There's so much cool stuff they could do in Pokemon still, and I'm so excited to see where they bring this amazing video game series. Like it's just awesome. I'm so excited. I think it's about time. I'm thrilled that they figured out how to use DLC in Pokemon. That's exciting because they obviously didn't realize that DLC could be a thing for the last 10 years. And good job, Game Freak. You guys are doing great. 2020, this is your year, dude. Learning all about, you know, the demand of their customer base. The first is in Tuffield. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna going towards that first gym. Yeah, it's gonna be lots of, yeah, I'm scared of the first gym. That's the first gym is Plant. So which Pokemon would be most ideal against him? Either not my Fire Rock dude. He'd be okay. He'd be neutral, I think. So Roly-Poly would be neutral. However, I think my Ghost Pokemon would be best, as long as there's no poison Pokemon hanging around there. That's correct. If there's a poison Pokemon, I'll be super scared. So whichever one of these two Pokemon, Drifloon or Roly-Poly, have a fire move first is the guy I'm going to focus on, I think, for that fight. That's going to be really good. I know, so Kufant, during my training session, I did a little bit of research, and he's Steel. So Steel isn't horrible against the upcoming gym leaders, so that's also good. I kind of want a plant Pokemon or a lightning Pokemon like really badly. I hope someone hooks me up with one of those. One of them there. Not shinies. Lightning or plant. It's hard to play a game without those particular elements in play. Like Nessa is going to be very challenging without such a thing. Let's be super smart here. Let's grab a couple of each of these items, so that way in a scenario where we get burned or poisoned or frozen, we're going to be prepared. Maybe we should buy a couple of revives. I'm just kidding, we don't need revives. Revives are trash in this game because we're playing a Nuzlocke rule set. We can't actually use revives. In fact, you know what we should do is we should sell our revives, because they're worth quite a bit. $1,000. That's substantial, you know. That's a reasonable amount of money. If you find yourself like at risk of dying in Pokemon Sword and Shield and a Nuzlocke, make sure you sell your... But why? You sell your revives and max revives because they can help a lot. Wait, oh, I thought he was gonna say, I thought we actually could avoid fighting him, but I guess that's not gonna be the case. We're gonna fight Hop. Let's see how it goes. Hop is like a delusional kid though. Like he is actually, he triggers me. I feel like his parents need to talk to him about his attitude here. Like he's delusional. I think he's unrealistic with his abilities. And I'm not saying he needs help, but I do think we need to consider the fact that this kid gets a legendary eventually, guys. This kid gets a legendary eventually. I think he has a lot of heart, a lot of spunk, a lot of effort, like to do well, and it can't be easy growing up in the shadow of a famous sibling, right? Like that's probably very challenging, and I don't envy him for that. But ultimately I think that he's kind of an odd duck, you know. He's kind of an odd duck, but that's okay. Flying against me is actually kind of bad. But we don't have any lightning or rocks. Do we have a rock move? Ooh, we do. We have Smackdown. Let's bring out Roly-Coly. This is actually a good matchup right here. Roly-Coly is smart. We can use Smackdown, which is smart. Can confirm. Can confirm. All right, Smackdown. Let's go. And see his Peck is not super effective, so get owned. Roly-Coly. I love Roly-Coly actually. He's very useful. I have a shiny one in Pokemon Sword. I hunted him via the encounter method, which a lot of people online don't like. I don't mind it every once in a while. It like breaks up the monotony of hatching eggs. But to be honest, I feel like this game lacks a quality form of shiny hunting, and that's too bad. That's too bad. Definitely too bad. So Grookey, let's send out your boy. Oh, we don't have our starter. And none of these guys have a fire move, so it looks like flying is the best bet here. We're sending out Drifloon again, not just because it's shiny, but because it's strong here. It has Gust, which will do type advantage damage. So excellent. 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 So we'll throw out a Gust here, and hopefully Grookey doesn't like know some kind of move that surprises me and KOs me. Our green power just keeps on growing stronger. Okay. No, see, his plant moves are not very effective because I'm a fire type Pokemon. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, who said you could use a potion? That moment when your potion heals less than I did damage, so you're like, you end up wasting a turn instead of just attacking. Rip, $200. Hop, dude. Get owned. Actually, one of the Nuzlockes I did in this game, Hop completely destroyed me. Not here, a little bit later in the game, he absolutely owned me. There was just no dealing with his Pokemon. He's such a powerful dude later. In a Nuzlocke where you don't train lots of train. I don't know about these league cards. People are like, oh, but the league cards, they're so cool. And I'm like, I don't know. Okay, cool. Also, the other thing I don't know about in this game is the curry. I've never made a single. Okay, that's not true. I probably made 2 different curries. Do you guys use curry? Do you guys use that system where you do the curry deck? Somebody came in and was telling me about how they had almost every curry combination or whatever. And I was like, oh, cool. I was like, I'm like, could have used that time to make more Pokemon. I was really salty at first when there was only 400 Pokemon in the Pokedex. And then I grew to understand and appreciate it, especially after trying it. After trying Pokemon Sword and Shield, I actually really liked the size of the Pokedex. It makes each individual Pokemon feel a little bit better than otherwise. Normally you use the same Pokemon every time, but because there's not like access to all the same Pokemon, I can't use those Pokemon, so I find myself using new and interesting Pokemon. Guys, this is going to be the end of this session of Pokemon for me in this game for my YouTube series. So episode 2 should be in the books. I'm going to start next session with catching a Pokemon. Oh, look at Growlithe. I wish we could use them because we need more fire Pokemon. No, I will see you guys next episode. Please, if you are seeing this for the first time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and or comment. All those things help considerably while I'm doing YouTube stuff, so I'd appreciate it. Bye.